with this health situation for a long, like 5-6 years now, and now I'm like I've had the information, and I haven't really done much about it. You know, I haven't.
What a realization!
Yeah,
and you just got
like,
that.
Well, I've known that for a while,
But you're talking about bringing it to consciousness.
Yeah, I know, and it's just, that's refreshing. You're right. It's a good thing to talk about it. The other thing is, like, when we talk about contrast, it's wonderful to recognize it and then to just process it. That's how I've been working lately. Like, some big shit is coming into my life, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna respond. I'm like, I'm just gonna be with it for a while, and then
Good.
and let it. And what I've been noticing for myself, I don't know about you guys, but I'm like kind of like a slow burn. I'm a slow burn, and that's just that's like my theme, I think. I really do. Like, I swear to God, I've been playing guitar for 30 years. I've never played really in front of people, and like eventually I will. But that's just how I process. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I'm a jazz master, and then I'll play for you. You know? So that's what I'm noticing. I'm just noticing, like, you know, you're like learning about yourself in a way that's interesting.
Yes.
And so, getting back to my comment, like, I'm noticing patterns with resistance. There's not a generalization of it for me. It's very specific to certain things, right? So for me, it's health. And so I'm just curious more about, because then I'm like, how the hell do I get rid of resistance? You know?
Yeah.
So that was funny, but I'm just, like, recognizing it is the first step.
It really is. So, I mean, this is the funniest thing, because this is the beauty, and you remind us of...
Where does it come from? Like,
resistance?
Yeah, what is it? What even is it? Like, you know something's good for you. You know it's good for your health, but people are sitting there jamming Big Macs in, and they don't give a shit. You're like, you know that you can be on the planet longer if you choose. Like, it's your choice.
It is their choice.
You know what I mean?
That's just it. And that's just it. And that's just it. Is that we're still running, and I'm going to say it, we're still running that perception. And this is what I said 15 minutes ago, is when we think we know better for another, we cause our own suffering. So this is a free will experiment. The greatest gift you give to us is you be true to yourself. And in the work of you're recognizing, this is brilliant. Because, Chris, the point is this is us. I mean, we have these conversations, and we can have them for like a couple of linear years, and it really feels good. And then all of a sudden, what I started this session out with was, you're going to hear things that you've heard about 1 billion times, and all of a sudden you'll be like, bing, wait a minute. It happened to both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Just now. So the idea is that, brilliant. It is about recognition. Recognizing is the first part of what we're talking about. So the idea is that you're recognizing that there's a pattern to resistance, and that there are certain elements that used to be very resistant to you before, familial or work or something, but then when it comes to your health, it's a different animal.
It is.
It's a different thing.
It's different energy. It's like, just feels really different, but it's kind of like it's just contrast, and so I'm much more resistant to it. And that's, curiosity.
Fascinating, because that's for me
too.
too.
So we're in the same boat.
It's like a health thing happens. I'm like, I'm dying.
Yeah,
what exactly.
It's really interesting.
Well, there you go, and that's just it. And I think it's interesting, because when I talk to people, and it's basically everybody who's got health things going on, that's in your body. I mean, your family, they can go home, and
Nice.
dogs can go out in the backyard, and all of these other, there'll be a little bit of separation, but you're not separating from your body. So this is the bigger work. You see?
Oh, wow.
This is the bigger work. This is the bigger work. So
just some mushroom clouds.
Yeah,
yay! Very good. Very good.